What's going on, Pats Nation? Welcome to another edition of the Ken's Pats Talk Patriots podcast. I'm joined tonight by my boy Patriot Status here, and then we got West Coast coming on right here in a minute. What's going on, guys?
How's everybody doing?
All right. Hold on. Let me see where West Coast went to. He'll check back. There you go. What's going on with you, Wes?
What's up with you fellas? It's your boy West Coast. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good. What's going on? Hey man, what's going on with these Cowboys, man? Let's get into it.
Shoot, man. Hey, as soon as I get better service, I'll try to turn my video on for a couple minutes. But shoot, just real gist, man. From top to bottom, we didn't really, our Dak Prescott hasn't gotten a contract. CeeDee Lamb hasn't gotten a contract. I do expect those two guys to get contracts. I made a video saying that I expected Dak to get a contract around the second week of training camp, or right before that second preseason game. CeeDee Lamb will most likely get paid. I mean, not most likely he is going to get paid, or if he doesn't get paid, he's not going to show up. And the Cowboys do definitely want him to show up, so he's going to show up. So long story short, he'll get paid, and I think he'll get paid right around the same time Dak Prescott gets paid. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually got paid on the same day, or Dak got paid and then CeeDee Lamb got paid the very next day.
Right. What do you think the numbers of the contract going to look like for CeeDee Lamb when he does get paid?
Between 35 and 32, 30. I want to say, I don't want to short him $1 million, but shoot, I'd say 32 and 35 million.
Okay, we got some people chiming in here. What's up, West Coast? I'm sharing your video, pushing the like button from Joe Trashina. I hope I said
yes,
that. Right.
Yeah, that's my boy. That's my boy Joe.
Lucky Johnson, what's going on? Yeah, what's good? Joe again. What's up, Cowboy Nation? Watching from Italy. All right, Patriot Stat, what you got?
And this is the real West Coast, as you can see. Boom.
Yes, sir.
What's up? So my main question is, so as we've seen recently, some of the younger quarterbacks that are due for contracts are setting the bar pretty high. And, I believe Dak Prescott is he's better. He's definitely a better player than all of them. So I was just my main question for you right now is, what are the numbers going to look like for Dak's new contract? What do you expect him to make per year? So yeah, let's hear it.
I don't, the numbers always be funny, man. So I'm not a number. And then you say a number, and then they want to hold you to an exact. You know what I'm saying? I'm better off saying what ranges are. You know what I'm saying? I would think that when it's all said and done, Dak will probably be by yearly. I think this year he will be the highest paid quarterback. So whatever the highest paid quarterback is making right now, I think Dak will probably be like $1 million over that. The actual contract, I think will probably be something that's like 4 years. So if you take whoever's what is the top? I mean, Dak has a cap hit right now, $58 million. So it's like one would think that the only reason why Dak would sign for less than $58 million, what he's already guaranteed to get, is if they were going to give him an extension of like 56 or something like that. And then you get that money that you technically wouldn't get. You get that like on a signing bonus. You get it today. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only way I can see the Cowboys getting him, because he's going to make $58 million. So it's like theoretically, one would say Dak would be trying to get at least 60, you know what I'm saying? Because you're guaranteed to get the 58, you know what I'm saying? But I think the Cowboys will use it more or less like, or even Dak will look at it as like, if you give me, 55, which is, $5 million less, I'll probably be like the third highest paid quarterback in football, highest paid player in all of football. And then, I get a large guarantee, because that's when it's all said and done, that's what it's all about. It's all about the guarantee. It's about what you're guaranteed to get that's what's guaranteed to hit your bank account. And you're Dak Prescott, you're a guy who's had a major injury, so you totally understand what loss and balances are.
True, real good at West Coast. Quick question about the offense and defense. Give me two players that fans for the Cowboys or fans of the league should look out for, standout players for this for this coming season.
Players that players that are already standout players, or players
You
that
know,
fans may
like
want.
X factors for this season coming up. On one play on offense and one play on defense.
Okay, give me. Okay, so I'm gonna give them to you real quick, and then I gotta hop off for like 2 seconds. Okay,
All right.
but I'll be right back though. On offense, on offense. I would say guys who need to be stars. I would say a guy like Jalen Tolbert. Not a
Mm-hmm.
guy Jalen Tolbert, but my boy Cavante Turpin, because he's on a 1 year deal, and the Cowboys definitely need him to show up. So he would be the first guy that I would say on offense. That's number 9, Cavante Turpin. And then behind him on defense, I would probably say, man, I would probably have to say my boy. Well, I don't know why Wanye Thomas keeps coming to my mind, but I'm gonna say it, my boy Wanye, because he's gonna be in a dogfight for that starting position. That one of those
What about
safety.
Overshawn?
Give me 2 seconds and I'll tell you about Overshawn ain't
Okay.
played, so I can't really judge him like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah. Come on back when you get a chance. All right, Pastor. We can get into some Patriots talk till he does get back in or whatnot. On the other night, we did go over your 53 man roster. You think any surprises that you had out there that might not make the cut?
So like we said, the two most interesting positions right now are wide receiver, or that's the main one that people love to look at. I don't know if people are really surprised by this anymore, but just with the money we're paying them, is Juju Smith-Schuster. I just don't see a spot on the roster for him, unfortunately, right now. His we talked about this. The knees just they're not up to date right now, unfortunately, and at any given day, they can literally just explode on them, and you just can't have a receiver on your team that you're gonna have to rely on for that. So, and he doesn't give you any special teams help. So,
I
Juju's
would
my
be
guy.
shocked. Yeah, I would be shocked if he makes the team because it's a lot jam at the wide receiver. You got Javon Baker, he's gonna get playing time. You got Jalen Pope, Pop Douglas. We all know what he could do last year. Then what about? I mean, you still got Taquan Thornton. He's kind of hit and miss. He might even get hurt. So who knows what's going to happen at the receiver
Yep.
position? So if he probably has to come into camp and be lights out, probably to make the team. He's not going to play special teams. So what that leaves, he probably get cut.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, just with the pick that we got him at. He was definitely not a second round projected pick. He was definitely a later round guy, but you took him there, and it's unfortunate that by year 3 he's most likely not going to be on the team. But Mayo and Wolf did a great job replacing him this year. I think Polk and Baker are going to be, at least one of them is going to pop. We're so due for a receiver to be that guy.
Yeah, it got to be this year, man.
Yeah.
We've had some of the worst luck with wide receivers. Either they're dropping the pass, or we had N'Keal Harry. They're either getting hurt in camp or something. I actually thought Taquan Thornton was going to be so his first year, but then he got hurt against the Panthers, right? So
he missed,
who knows?
Yeah. But yeah, we're so due to hit on a receiver, and I love Demario Douglas. I think he was a diamond in the rough 6th round pick last year. I think he's going to get probably the most consistent targets on our team, just with Kendrick Bourne out the first 4 weeks. He can do a lot. You can line him up in the backfield, even line him up in the slot. So we'll see what we can do with him.
There go Wes. Right, what's going on, Wes? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, but what were you saying about Overshawn?
All right, hold on real quick. I switched it and then it started tripping. So, does that help you out? Does it help look better that way?
Yeah, you good? You good?
Yeah.
It looks better that way, fellas?
Yes, sir.
All right, I bought this damn clip that I thought it said it's supposed to be this. Hold up. All right, bam. So yeah, he's a rookie, man. Like, he's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no shade toward him, but he's a rookie. My expectations for rookies are for rookies to be rookies. I don't expect rookies to come in and ball. I don't expect, especially ones coming off of major injuries, also playing a violent position. You know what I'm saying? He's not a wide receiver. He doesn't have to just worry about going out there and just catching the ball, or he's not a running back where he can just worry about nobody stepping on his feet. You're a linebacker. You're going to be rushing. That means you're going to be an athletic. You're going to have to be athletic. I want to have no expectations on Demarion Overshawn, so that if he gives me anything, I am excited. But what I don't like, and it's only because I know my fans, because remember, I'm a Cowboy fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Patriots fan, so I don't know you guys like I know my fans. My fans are not going to be able to handle if they put all these expectations on this young man and then he just go out there and be a regular rookie. My fans are going to tear his ass apart, bruh. We can't handle that. So that's why I'm telling everybody to just let the young man live, bruh. Just let him live. Just let him be a rookie.
How do you think Trayvon Diggs gonna come back from injury this year? I've been seeing him working out and whatnot. You gonna have Diggs and Deron Bland outside. What you think about that combo right there?
I mean, I think it's gonna be great. I literally just released a video today with Diggs, a little workout video with Diggs doing some workouts and stuff. So, I mean, we got to see it 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So, I think it's gonna be explosive. I think he's gonna get tested, but that's why he has to be ready for, he has to be in training camp. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not gonna play in preseason. So the reps that we need, they're gonna have to come in training camp. You know what I'm saying?
Status, go ahead.
Yeah. So another question I had, it was, kind of based off what Ken just said. Do you think Deron Bland can keep up the consistency that he played with last year?
Yes, because that's who he is. At this point, that's who Deron Bland is. Like, now your mindset has to be, honestly, if he doesn't play at that level, then he's had a fall off. Like, once you've shown yourself to be that dude, you're that dude, bro. Like, that's just what it is. I have this slogan when I teach my kids, and I tell them this. I say, dogs dog every day. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? That means if I'm walking down the street, you know what I'm saying, and I see you walking down the street, and I think we both about to go to the apartment, my mindset is going to be to get to that apartment before, you know what I'm saying? Before you get there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a dog who wants to dog every day. You know what I'm saying? And that means we're always trying to win. We're always trying to do something. So yeah, I don't think that's gonna be no problem. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's gonna be no problem. But I will say this, bro, like, this year is gonna be kind of weird, bro. Because success or not, we have 32 people on deals, dog.
I
You know what I'm
seen
saying?
that.
That is, you can only put 53 of them in a jersey, bruh. That is more. Listen to me. If I told you that 60% of your bank account right now, what you have right now, might not be there tomorrow, you would change the way you do everything tonight, right? You would have to, bro. That's most of. Guess what? We're not living like that, bro. We have a team that literally could be 60%. And then think about this. It's really more than that. You wanna know why? Because we're about money. But we know that a quarterback weighs more than a freaking fullback. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's almost like more than 60%. You know what I mean? Because it's not like we're just talking about the number of players. We're not even talking about their importance. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, there's really a chance that the Dallas Cowboys could not have their starting quarterback, could not have their starting wide receiver.
That's what I was about to.
Running back could not have their starting. Listen to me. 2 of our starting linemen are on 1 year deals, bro. So it's like we could literally out of 11 of our starting offensive line, our starting 11, we could literally be without 5, and 3 of those dudes being your starting receiver, starting quarterback, and running back.
Keep it up.
Like, I don't know. That's crazy.
Gary Bigwell, that's what I'm talking about. West Coast, he's a dog. Keep it up, buddy. We are Cowboys for life. One of your followers, Wes.
I appreciate you.
Jamari, what's good with you? Jamari said, I be seeing bro on TikTok, Cowboys fan. Yes, sir. Give him a make sure you follow him, Jamari. What I was going to ask. So as far you just mentioned that about the 1 year deals, I was actually going to get into that. So do you think this right after this season, like y'all just going to tear it up or whatnot? I mean, or what? Because that's what it's looking like.
Bruh, you is not about to explain. Bro, that's like trying to make me make sense out of my baby mama, bro. What is you talking about? It's crazy, bro. Like I
Right.
have got resort. You just get to the point where like, bro, oh, crazy, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would be crazy to try to sit up here and explain craziness to a crazy person. Like, bro, I think sometimes you just be like, I don't know, bro. Like, sometimes the best answer is I don't know, bro. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: the stuff that the Cowboys do now, when it comes to contracts, like it's a pattern, but it's a pattern that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you draft all these? Why would you let Dak Prescott even get to the point where he's on a 1-year deal? Like, who
Mm.
lets their starting quarterback get to a 1-year deal? Who does that? And then think about this. They did it twice. This will be the second time that, because remember, Dak was on a franchise tag 1 year.
A
And then
couple
think what
years
he
ago.
did. Think about this.
Yeah.
If you're an organization and you know that the only time in your history of an organization that you franchise tag someone at the quarterback position or let him play on a 1-year deal, he broke his ankle and only played 5 games. How fast would you be willing to do that again?
Not too quick.
I mean, I know we all gangster, and I know we listen to a lot of Tupac. I get it. I listen to. I have a very healthy, listening. You look at my Spotify. It says I listen to a lot of gangster rap. But
Right.
bruh, that's a little gangster for me, bruh. Like I'm Taylor Swift at that point, bruh. At that point, I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I might put on a little something else, bruh. Like that's ridiculous. You've only done it one time in the history of your career of your franchise, and the one time you did it, he broke his ankle and played 5 games. Why would you do that 2 years later?
One of your people said, I see us signing both CD Lamb and Dak, but I don't see us keeping Parsons. Joe, this
I
is
mean,
Joe.
they got
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Listen to me. That's a thought that they got from me. If it's Cowboy fans running around saying that they gonna trade Micah Parsons, that's my fault. You know what I'm saying? Because I threw that out there because I'm gonna keep it real. I could see Micah Parsons getting a deal with Dallas Cowboys, but I don't see Micah Parsons retiring a Dallas Cowboy. Absolutely not. At the end of the day, Micah Parsons is one of those new age stars that doesn't see himself as a position. He sees himself as a universal NFL star. And I'm gonna be honest with you, those dudes don't do well in Dallas. That's just how it works, bro. Like we don't do it. Like Amari Cooper, it just like in my opinion, I think Micah Parsons did this the wrong way. And I'm gonna tell
Well,
you, our
yeah.
organization's personal. I mean, you guys will probably
Mm-hmm.
think about that. Y'all gave away Jimmy Garoppolo for nothing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's all business though. But real Patriots fan know what's up with that, right? There
Right.
are personal things that owners and that they will do because this is their at the end of the day, this their shit. You know what I'm saying? This is their stuff. This is their stuff. Like if I come in your house, you're gonna be as nice as you want to be to me. But at the end of the day, if I move your Patriots jersey and put my Cowboy jersey in, you're gonna be like, what is slap you? This is my
Right.
shit. What's wrong with you? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's what that, and unfortunately, bruh, organizations like the Dallas Cowboys and organizations like the Patriots, the only problem is you guys actually did it with a great player and a great coach. But imagine we did the same thing, nepotism. We just didn't have that quality of coaching in quarterback play. You know what I'm saying? But it's like these organizations that are so run by the owner in like the way the owner wants to do it, we're typically a couple steps behind everybody else. But how do we make up for it? With really good players. Like imagine if Tom Brady would have really had one of these hot offensive coordinators, but all these other dudes that can't win Super Bowls do, but he can still throw 40 touchdowns.
Right.
Yep.
Speaking of that great
But y'all
coach, I mean,
always had a running back calling your offensive plays.
yeah, always. Speaking of that great coach, let's address probably the elephant in the room. Would you take Bill Belichick as the next coach? I mean, how would you feel about it? Because it's been rumored that he'd be interested in going in the NFC East, and Mike McCarthy is probably not going to be there next year. Would you take Bill Belichick as the next coach there?
Hell nah. No, I'm sorry. I don't want your old man. I don't want you. Listen to me. Listen, the Patriots, at the end of the day, you gotta like sometimes I know, like I like to use analogies because it's easier to learn that way. And it's like sometimes as men, we'll date a dude's ex and we'll be like, oh, we can change her. He just didn't know what he was doing. But
Right.
sometimes you gotta be like, damn, maybe he did know what he was doing. Maybe nothing wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like this. Like, I think Bill Belichick is going him and Jerry Jones for one. There's no way you're going to convince me that they're going to get along. I believe they could get along
I
some
can't see
days,
that happening. I can't see
Yeah,
but
that.
no way.
365 days out of the year, how many days do you believe they would get along? I just don't believe it, bro. I don't see it.
Well,
Like, Jim, listen about this. Jerry Jones fired his best friend who gave him 2 championships, Jimmy Johnson. I don't see how Bill Belichick would even work in Dallas. Like, I don't see how it worked. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
it definitely would make for getting your popcorn and movie night ready because that would
Oh
be
yeah.
interesting. Yeah, it definitely would. That's must see. But anytime, hey, Cowboys always gonna be must see. It don't matter. But that if Bill Belichick is the coach, so it makes it even more interesting. Hey, let's get into this comment right here. Reports on Ezekiel looks bad in training camp. You gonna be at training camp in a couple weeks? I heard you say that earlier on the other day on your live. What's your take on that?
Take on what?
Somebody just commented that said John Rod said reports on Ezekiel looks bad in training camp.
He looks bad.
Yeah, one of your
Well, I'm gonna tell you
subscribers.
this: 2 things. First, that report is false because training camp doesn't even start to the 25th. 2, the only videos that you're gonna see of Zeke right now is dodging trash cans. And I'm gonna tell you this right now: in the professional trash can Dodgers League association, he's probably ranked like number 3. You know what I'm saying? But in the NFL, when you put shoulder pads and helmets on, he looks pretty damn good. So I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? But if you're worrying about all those videos of him going ooh ah and ooh ah and doing all that jump cut, I mean, yeah, I mean the trash cans can't tackle him, so I can see why he don't look as good. You know what I'm saying? But Zeke is not. Zeke is not. Is not in any type of team organization right now. We're not doing anything right now. The Cowboys are on vacation, smoking weed legally right now because they can, doing the things they want to do until next week when they can't. So no, there's no reports about Zeke playing bad. That's called hate, my friend. That's called hate. That's all it is. You just got to update your hater decks.
Stats, go
Zeke
ahead.
was Zeke was a dog for us last year. I loved him. He literally every game that guy put everything out on the field, and um, I just loved how he played for us. I thought he was our most consistent player throughout the whole year. I love the energy. His reports, his interviews after the season. Nothing but positive. Things to say about the organization. One more question for you. Just now that we're on the topic of Zeke, do you think he gets more touches than Dowdle this year?
No, I think they're gonna split. They'll probably get 12 and 12.
Yeah.
You're paying Zeke. You're
Go
paying
ahead.
Zeke
Go
to
ahead.
tote the ball. You're definitely paying Zeke to tote the ball. So yeah, he's gonna do that.
All
But
right,
it'll be
this my
split 12 and 12.
yeah. This is my last question before we get you. I know you're busy, man. Hey, what does a successful season for the Cowboys look like this coming season?
Win one more game than what you lost last year.
So that would
Go
be
one more round further. So I would say success to me is to get to the second round of the playoffs, and I mean be competitive. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't, man. We ain't been to the Super Bowl in 26 years, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
about time, man. It's about time.
yeah, but I can't be like a realistic expectation. Can't be like, yes, we go to the Super Bowl right now. We are, but I definitely believe that we should be a team that's contending for a Super Bowl. Yes, and then you just got to lay them on the table, man, and get it popping, bro.
One more. How do you feel about the division?
I believe there'll be 3 teams going to the playoffs this year.
Wow.
I think everybody but the Giants is going. The Washington didn't get eliminated till week 12 last year. They weren't even a good team then.
Yeah, y'all pretty much own the Giants for the past few years. Y'all past decade, y'all really own the Giants. I think Washington could be a sneaky good team this year. Philly and Dallas, they always going back and forth. But I think watch out for Washington. They made a lot of good moves this offseason. Jaden Daniels, I think he is that guy. I actually thought the Patriots was going to get Jaden Daniels, but we did. I'm happy with Drake May. But I actually think that Jaden Daniels can really cause some problems this year if they protect him. I think they got some receivers, even though Diggs have pretty much owned that matchup. Well, he's coming back from injury, but he's pretty much owned that matchup with Milloran. Let's see what they can do. Let's see how the draft class turns out. But I think Washington really can be a tough out this year.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. This is what I say. Washington, I got to say this and I'm going to get up out of here. All Washington really has to do to mess everything up for the division for us and for everybody else is just beat us once. Because you got to
Yeah.
think like this: for the last 2 years, we've been sweeping them, right? So
Mm-hmm.
those are guaranteed wins. So Washington, Dan Quinn, all Dan Quinn really had to say, and think about this: our division came down to a half a game. So if Washington beats us last year, that's a difference between us being the 1 seed and playing at home and Philly. You know what I'm saying? If we lose that game in Washington, then we have to go to Tampa Bay. Now we
Yep.
both lost on the same day, so it didn't really matter. But you get what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's all Washington really has to do this year. All they got to do is beat the Cowboys one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm saying, like, that's why I'm saying, like, I believe that there's going to be 3 teams that go to the playoffs from the East because I believe that Dan Quinn's going to have them dudes ready, man. Like, I believe he's going to have them dudes ready. But I got to
Hey,
get up out of here,
hey,
man.
appreciate. Hey, yeah, you
Hey,
good,
I
Wes?
owe you
Appreciate
a
it.
show, my boy. Hey, I owe you a show. I owe you a show. This one don't count.
Hey, you good, man? I'm gonna come on your show soon, man.
All right.
Bet.
All right. You already know
Yep.
what it
Have a
is.
good
Never
one.
down to stuff. And appreciate you, my boy, Patriot Stats. Hey, I got you a show, too. Just tap in. I ain't tripping.
All right.
Perfect. Perfect. Have a good one, man.
All right. Y'all be blessed.
All right, Stas. So we're going to talk a little bit more about the Patriots, then we're going to end it for the night. West Coast, pretty good guy. Y'all make sure y'all go subscribe to his content on YouTube. Was fortunate to have him on the show tonight. What we was talking about the 53-man roster. Marcellus Day, I want to pick up on that right quick. What do you think his expectations are for this year?
So, we've talked about this. Our cornerback group is really deep right now. If everyone can perform at, the level that we expect them to, Gonzalez, Bolton Jones, and Alex Austin. Those are four. That's a good core group of cornerbacks. And I think it'll be good for Dial to learn under them for a year. And, the Patriots, I know we don't got Belichick anymore, but we've been known for, stealing corners at the end of the draft. With
Mm-hmm.
Gonzalez being an exception, he fell to us in 17, which was still mind-boggling. But I think Dial, he's a ball hawk. He loves playing football. He's got pretty good speed on field. I'm excited to see him. I actually don't really know how he fell that far in the draft. I thought he was definitely going to go 4th or 5th round. But he was the best cornerback on South Carolina this year. I can't wait to watch him, alongside all of our other guys. We haven't had a healthy cornerback group in a long time. Everyone's getting banged up every single year, whether it's Jonathan Jones last year, Marcus Jones and Gonzalez both went down. So
Gotta stay healthy.
I'm excited to watch them two play again. I think we got a good mix. Marcus Jones, good slot guy. I think Rob's talked about this before. He kind of wants John Jones to, move to safety maybe. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
Who is the starting quarterback for the Pats? For what I'm hearing, it's gonna be Brissett, but Jared, do not be surprised if it's Drake and May.
Yep.
Jamari, no doubt. I'm a Cowboys fan here, and y'all need to ask for Gilmore. I think we good on Gilmore right now. We got a lot of young talent. I want to see the young boys play because we bring in Stephon Gilmore. Guess what that's going to do? That's going to slide everybody else down. So you're not going to be able to see what you got in your young talent. I think Gilmore's still a pretty good corner, but I do want to see the young talent, man. I think Gilmore wants to go to a contender too. I don't think we're contending for no Super Bowl this year. Dow's underrated. He just needs to stay healthy. I agree, Jamar. Appreciate it.
Agree.
Hey, any closing remarks before we get out of here?
Hey
man, I can't wait to see Javon Baker.
He's we needed an attitude like that. We didn't have anyone like that in our receiver room. We didn't, I think that guy's just a booster in every aspect. I mean, if he hits, that guy could be, and he was at Alabama before he transferred over to UCF, which Rob talks about a lot. UCF, not as big of a school. I think if Baker stayed over at Alabama, he definitely would have been higher than a 4th-down pick because his upside is, I wouldn't say as high as anybody because, Harrison and Neighbors and Odunze are in a field of their own. But, I mean, there's not a world – I mean, there's absolutely a world where Baker can turn out to be, better than some of the guys that are fringe first-rounders. And Polk's as safe as it gets. So I'm super excited to watch them two ball out this year.
Hey, we shall see, man. It's going to be a good season. I can't wait. We only got a good month? No, we got about 2 months to the season start. We got less than a month for preseason, a couple weeks to training camp. It's gonna be crazy, man. Let's see, Jamari. Yeah, Baker would be tough.
Absolutely.
Not saying nothing bad, but y'all need to street your main coach just for y'all fans. Anything? What you got? Stats? You got anything else?
Just it's just a lot of talk right now. Training camp, we're right there. So it's good to hear. It's good to hear stuff from other teams' perspectives. I think it's super interesting. Just to get different perspectives. Where teams are at right now. Obviously, Dallas. They're in win now mode, unfortunately, because who knows what's going to happen. CD could absolutely walk next year. Um, you know, bearing that they don't give him a deal, and same with Dak Prescott. Who knows? Dallas could look a whole lot different next year. But it's just interesting hearing from different teams' perspectives. Where they're at, who they think is going to be, X factors for them.
I think it's just unique how it's a change of times. Excuse me, we're used to the Patriots band. We've been so good at dynasty days, and
Yeah.
now we're like, oh, we win 6 or 7 games. That's a success. Like it's crazy how times have changed. Like I'm ready to get back to winning for one, because we're
I
not
know.
really relevant right now. We're not relevant. But if we hit on the quarterback position with Drake, if Drake made a guy, he makes everybody else better. We're right back into the fold of things. Now the AFC is
Absolutely.
crowded. The AFC kind of look like the daggone the Western Conference in the NBA. That's what it kind of looks like.
Yep.
That's how the AFC is. So we can
Yep.
go if we can get back into the fold of things. You hit on that quarterback, I'm telling you, you got something.
That's all that you
But
need.
Jamari says Adonai kind of reminded me of Adonai Mitchell from the Colts. Yeah, I said that too.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say his ceiling's as high as CD, but he does play a similar game to CD because Mitchell has a high ceiling for sure, but CD, I don't know if he has. CD's second best receiver in football right now, or top 3. I don't know if Mitchell has that upside, but he definitely has. He runs smooth routes, especially for his size too. He doesn't look as big as he actually is when he's out there, but I can definitely see the comparison there.
Hey, coming out of camp though, he's been balling in mini camp on here.
Hopefully,
So I mean,
hopefully
a lot of people passed on him too.
They did, and a lot of it was I'm hearing character issues, but the Colts coach wasn't too happy when people brought that up about him. They didn't think any of that was true. He was
Joseph says you guys gotta do this more often. Yeah, hey, we working on it, man. You guys make a great. Hey, appreciate it, Joe.
Thank you.
Joseph,
Absolutely.
you guys gotta do this into the season. Hey, we got a lot of things planned, but just stay tuned. Want to see you two guys talk after Patriots game and break it down. Make sure if y'all just checking in, y'all check in. Make sure you subscribe. Give me the thumbs up on YouTube. Like the video. Give me a comment, share, Twitter, Facebook, IG, wherever you at. Make sure you share and like the comment. Appreciate the comments. Jalen Polk, which I seen this the other day. I think it was probably on Twitter. I think Tom Curran said it. Who you think is gonna make a more impact in the first year, Jalen Polk or Javon Baker? I think Jalen Polk right away because he's going to get more looks right away. But I think essentially Javon Baker is competing with probably KJ Osborne for reps. That's what I'm thinking. Yep. So, but I think Jalen Polk, he's probably going to be a day one starter. Probably you took him in the second round, so he's probably going to play right away.
Polk is one of the most NFL ready players in this whole draft. I've been saying that. He's, we keep saying this about him. He's safe. He does everything well. He plays at an NFL level. You see it in college. He runs smooth routes. Again, not going to blow you away with any of his, attributes or anything because he's not amazing. He doesn't have amazing speed, doesn't have amazing breakaway speed. But, the guy has extremely steady hands. He gets open, and he was playing in a Washington offense that had a lot of mouths to feed, and he succeeded. He played great in that game against Texas. Polk was a big part of the reason why Washington had so much success this year. So I think from the start, he definitely is more NFL ready than Javon Baker, just because the competition he played against as well. But over time, I could totally see Baker evolving into a more polished receiver just with all the upside he has. Because I think his upside is a little higher than Polk if everything connects. But right now, Polk is definitely the safer option.
J. Rafa Palacios, I think I said it right. No, we had West Coast on. He had to leave though. West Coast came on early on in the show, so I think he probably joined his page in with it or something like that. But no, this is not a Cowboys page. We're talking Patriots. You're open to stay with us and talk Patriots, or you can go to West Coast. I mean, I try to be what you can go to West Coast page, but yeah, this is a Patriots page. We did have West Coast on. We can talk Cowboys though before we get off, but yeah, West Coast is gone. Joseph. Hey man, appreciate that, man. But yeah, I think Polk, he like I said the other night, he reminds me of Robert Woods a lot. I see the silkiness, he can move or whatnot. I like him. Jalen Polk, Javon, but like I said tonight, you got Jalen Polk, Javon Baker, and Pop Douglas.
Yep.
Look what Green Bay Packers have: Kristen Watson, Romeo Dobbs, and they got what Reed, Dontavion. They got like 4 wide receivers right there. So
Yep.
who know? You don't know what these guys. A lot of you see the rankings right now. You don't know what these guys gonna be this season. That if you get that quarterback, look at Patrick Mahomes. I'm not putting Drake May and Patrick Mahomes in the same thing, but I'm just saying that as long as you got the quarterback, he can make these receivers and these players better.
Absolutely.
Ken, you from North Carolina? I have to know why you're a Patriots fan. Hey, been a Patriots fan for a good while, man. I love them.
That's awesome.
All right, Stats, man. If you ain't got anything left, man, that's gonna be it for the night. We will be back. What's today? Probably tomorrow night or maybe Friday. We'll see. We'll probably do another show by the end of the week, man. I'm loving the chemistry. Let everybody know because we got some new people on chiming in. Let everybody know where they can find you at, man.
You can find me at patriots.status on Instagram. Like I said, recent, just joined, but I'm having fun with it. And again, everyone leave a like on this video. Everyone go subscribe to Ken. He's awesome. And keep showing support, man, to everything. But yeah, Ken, again, appreciate it. It was a blast. I love hearing other teams' insight. Just from other fans. I think it's interesting. But thank you again.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. Hey, like I always say, man, y'all make sure you subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button. Give me the thumbs up. The more thumbs up, the more eyeballs I get. Share the content on Facebook, IG, Twitter, YouTube, wherever. Make sure you share the content. I appreciate y'all. On West Coast followers, I appreciate y'all joining tonight too. My followers, Pat Status, his followers, everybody. Appreciate all the comments tonight, man. I'm gonna see one more comment. So true. Those offensive group rankings are so skewed. But who's the quarterback? You're so right, Ken. If we had a top 3 quarterback, our weapons would be ranked in top 12. Agree.
Yep.
Great job, boys. Man. Hey, they chiming in. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Hey, Pat said we be back.